romance writers, welcome back to Write with Heart. My name is Jenna Harte, and today we're going to be talking about maximizing your romance novel's reach through word-of-mouth marketing. Now, it's no secret that book recommendations carry significantly more weight than other methods readers use to discover books, such as advertising. HubSpot reports that 75% of people don't believe advertisements, yet 90% will trust suggestions from family and friends, and 70% will trust consumer reviews. And we can see evidence of this by looking at BookTube and BookTok influence on reading and books that readers buy. In a specific example, we know that in 2022, Colleen Hoover books outsold the Bible. And when she was asked about her success in a New York Times article, she reported, quote, "It's not me. The readers are controlling what is selling right now," end quote. The challenge is, how do you get readers talking about your book? Well, the first thing you need to do is to get the basics right. Like all marketing strategies, there are a few basics that you need to have in place to build word-of-mouth marketing success. One of the first things you need to look at is your offer. That starts by making sure you have a quality book. Now, this goes beyond having a great story to include professional packaging that attracts readers. That means editing and professional cover design and a blurb that creates interest and excitement for your book. The second part of the basics is to have a way for people to find you. Now, of course, being available for sale on Amazon and other retailers can be a big part of this. But beyond that, readers need to find you via a website and social media. And the third part of building your basics is for your readers to have a way to engage with you. Today's consumers like to interact with businesses that they do business with, and as an author, you are a business. They want to be heard and feel involved with you. Social media and an email list can both help you achieve this. So you have a really great product, you have a place where you can be found, and you have a way to engage with your readers. The next thing you need to do is understand who your readers are. And to do that, you need to know who your ideal reader is, who is the most likely reader of the romance book you've written. 2, you need to know where they go to learn about the type of book you've written. And 3, you need to go there and figure out how to engage with them. For example, if your ideal reader hangs out at TikTok to learn about books, then you want to go to TikTok and learn how to engage with those readers. But maybe your ideal reader is over on Facebook, in which case you would want to be there. But social media isn't your only resource for finding readers. Beyond social media, where does your ideal reader go to learn about the books they want to read? Do they read blogs? Do they listen to podcasts? Do they watch BookTok or BookTube? Do they go to events? So having a really great product and a place where readers can find you, as well as an understanding of your ideal reader, where they go to learn about books and how you can engage with them to entice them to check out your book, is really the foundation of marketing. From there, you're going to use that information to set up marketing strategies and tactics to reach these readers and encourage them to check out your book. So once you have your marketing platform in place and you are reaching out to readers and you are garnering readers, that is the time it is to begin your word of mouth marketing by reaching out to those readers and seeing if they are willing to share about your book with other people they know that might also be interested in your book. Now, I've already mentioned how great word of mouth marketing can be. The hard part is that it's not necessarily easy to do. readers out there may love your book, but they may or may not tell anyone about it. So when developing word of mouth marketing as part of your overall marketing plan, you need to find ways that you can encourage your fans to talk about you and your books. Now, first of all, is to have a really great book that readers want to talk about in a positive way, which we've pretty much already talked about before when we talked about having a great product. The second thing you want to look at doing is standing out. Let's face it, there are many great romance reads out there. So how do you get noticed from the crowd? And the interesting conundrum is that one of the things authors are told are to study other successful authors. Now, of course, we don't mean copy or plagiarize, but generally we look for trends. So if there's a trend in the type of cover or a trend in how blurbs are written, usually you're going to do that. But if you are following a trend, by definition, you are not being different. And that is the challenge. How do you become the same but different? I remember once asking another author why it was that some authors really caught fire and took off while other similar authors got left behind. And his response was stardust. And basically what that speaks to is that we don't really know. We can't predict what is really going to capture a reader's interest and really take off. And that's what makes this whole marketing thing really a challenge, because we want to stand out, but we don't know what we can do that is really going to capture a reader's interest and certainly make them want to talk about it. Now, of course, at the very least, things like your cover and blurb can be ways to help you stand out. But even with that, it may not provide enough oomph to differentiate yourself. Now, standing out is an area that I have really been trying to work on. And to that end, I picked up this book called Fans First by Jessie Cole. Because really, if you think about it, our fans, our readers are what it is all about. And this book really does an excellent job about helping get into the mindset of a fan, how to attract your fans, and especially the ones who don't know you. What is their introduction to you and how can you make that fun? But then also the fans that you have that are sticking with you. How can you keep it fun and interesting for them? Now, I am going to be sharing some strategies and things coming up in this video that do talk about these types of elements, but I do highly recommend checking out this book. It is a fun and interesting read, and like I said, can be really helpful in terms of understanding readers and how you can connect with them in a way that might be different than your competitors are doing. I will have a link to the book in the description below. Another thing that you can do to help your readers talk about you more is to build a community around you. People like to belong and they like to feel connected around a topic. That topic can be you and your books. Now, building a community around you can be as easy as starting a Facebook group for your readers. Many authors today are now using Patreon or Ream or other subscription services that not only create a community around them and their books, but have the potential to generate extra income as well. Now, in this community, you are active in engaging with your readers and they are talking about you and your books. And the idea is that they are talking about you and your books, and hopefully they're going to be doing it outside the community as well. And because we're thinking about community and engagement, this should be a two-way communications with you. So have polls, ask for feedback, get them involved in decisions that you're making around the book, such as ideas for covers or ideas for names of characters. Another thing you can and should do in terms of building buzz for your book is to ask your readers to talk about your book. Now, I get it. It seems really obnoxious to ask people to brag about your book. But there are readers out there who are really busy and may not think to say anything about your book, but if they were asked, would be happy to help you out. And a really great way to help them help you would be to provide tools and resources that make it easy for them to share. For example, creating social media text or graphics that they can then share across their platforms. If you have swag that you give away at events, or maybe you mail it to some of your readers, consider giving them extra pieces of it that they can then give away for you. Things like bookmarks and stickers are small and they're easy to hand out, making them a great thing that you can give extra to your readers so that they can then give it out to other people they think might like your books. And of course, while a word of mouth recommendation carries more weight than a review, reviews carry more weight than things like advertising. So be sure to remind your readers to leave reviews at the major outlets or any other places that they can leave reviews like Goodreads and BookBub. Another thing to consider when you are asking your fans to share your book would be to incentivize it by having a giveaway. I've used tools like KingSumo to make it easy to set up a giveaway contest where my fans can share my content with others in a variety of ways on social media, and they earn entries each time someone responds to their share. And the entries could be social media follows, it could be email subscribers, it could be whatever it is you set up. And KingSumo will gather all those and they can randomly pick a winner for you. If you'd like to know more about KingSumo, I will have a link to it down below. Now we're talking about word of mouth here. We're talking about other readers talking about your books. And a really great option today is to reach out to influencers who talk about books. These are people like booktubers and book talkers and bookstagrammers and podcasters. Another way to get people talking about your books is to create merch. Creating merch can be a fun and profitable way to build your community and have it advertised for you as well. There are many ways and resources to do this. I've used resources like Canva and Printify to create mugs, totes, t-shirts, and stickers. Then using something like Shopify or adding WooCommerce to your website, you can sell the merch or even offer some as gifts to your very best fans or to give away winners. Now I have a little bonus segment here because what we're talking about here is having your readers feeling really engaged and connected with you, really excited about your books. And the more that they feel that, the more likely they are to talk about you and your books to other people. So I wanted to give you some bonus ideas of ways to really excite your fans and hopefully get them talking about your books to others. So one thing that you can do is offer your fan reader group a sneak preview of your book. Not only does this make them feel very special as part of an exclusive special group, but again, it gets them talking about you and your book. Consider offering your fan reader group advanced copies of your new book. This can be really great because not only, again, do they feel special for getting this advanced copy, but they will hopefully also leave a review and talk about your book, which is sort of two parts of word of mouth marketing. Give fans exclusive content like bonus chapters or deleted scenes. And again, this is going to make them feel like they're part of an exclusive group. They're going to feel really special and they're going to tell other people about it. Celebrate your readers by having a fan of the month on your website, your reader group, and on your social media profiles. People, again, who feel really special or feel recognized and appreciated are more likely to talk about you. Consider having a contest for the best illustration of a scene from one of your books and post the winner on your website and social media. Again, this is a great way to get your community engaged, but also them creating content that other people are going to be looking at and interested in knowing more about. Consider creating fan pages for the main characters in your book. This could be a really fun way for your readers to engage with your characters, and also an opportunity for them to share things about your characters with the people that follow them or they follow. Now, of course, this is going to be extra work because it is extra content, but again, it could be pretty fun and it could be a great way to stand out. Another thing you could do is ask your fans to post pictures of them reading your book. And again, this gets them engaged with you and your books, but it also gives an opportunity for other people to see them reading your book. You could go so far as to write a book specifically for your fans or with fan input. And the more that they feel a part of the end product, a part of helping you succeed, which they are definitely a part of, the more likely they are going to tell others about it. So to recap, if readers are more likely to buy a book on a recommendation, then it's really a no-brainer that authors need to find ways to encourage their readers to talk about their books. And hopefully in this video, I have offered a few ways in which you can help your readers engage with you and encourage them to let others know about you and your books. If you have other ideas on how to create a viral buzz about your book, I would love to hear about them. Please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to read a text version of this, you can do so at writewithheart.com, and I will have a link to it in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Until next time, it is Jenna Harte wishing you peace, love, and happily ever after.